All right.
Are my nose hairs showing?
Uh-huh. So I'm not looking.
Hey, if you're not on Patreon yet, join us on Patreon. If you haven't liked and subscribed while I'm having speech problems.
Please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe on YouTube, please. And then check out our Patreon.
Every like we get, or every subscriber we get, my speech improves. YouTube can...
So the title is Unraveling. That's interesting.
Oh, I hope it's his plan unraveling because it's starting to get haywire. Mm-hmm. I don't like his plans.
It's getting a little out of control.
I don't like how cocky he is. I can't root him on when he's killing innocent FBI agents.
I'm rooting his dad on, but the thing is, when his dad finally figures out it's him, is he gonna like...
That's gonna be
That's
its
a whole
own
nother issue,
drama.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Who this?
It's... Oh. No.
You're right.
Shoes. He's just a kid. Oh, he's really white.
This is him? He's nothing like I thought he'd be.
Is that what's in
You're judging.
The NPA. Matsuda. I'm Aizawa. Mogi. Yukita.
I remember
I'm very
Bobby.
sorry we're late. Currently, the five of us are... Bang! What the hell was that?
If I were Kira, you'd be dead, Mr. Soichiro Yagamichi of the NPA. Kira needs a face and a name in order to commit murder. But I'm sure you've already figured that much out, haven't you?
That's spooky.
Please do not give out your name so carelessly.
Oh.
Instead, let's value our lives.
I knew that he needed a face to kill someone, but I don't remember any evidence that showed that he needed a name, too. There's no way to verify if this is related, but criminals whose names were never released publicly or whose names were spelled incorrectly in the media have not been targeted. We briefly went over it at one of our meetings.
Oh, God, jeez.
It's like
That's
Dr. Anthony.
Eyes.
Excuse me, Al?
And from now on, I'll have to ask that you stop calling me L. It's Ryuzaki now, just to be safe.
If we know that he needs a name and a face to kill, couldn't we cut down on the number of victims by keeping criminals' names from the news?
If we do that, we'll only be putting the general public at risk.
The general public? Why?
Kira is childish and he hates losing.
But how do you... Just what do you mean?
Well, I'm also childish and I hate to lose. That's how I know. Early on in the investigation, I tried to provoke Kira with that broadcast. Up until then, we thought that Kira would only go after criminals. But as we all witnessed, he didn't hesitate to kill my stand-in. Now, what do you think would happen if we tried to use media restrictions to hide criminals from someone like that?
I guess...
If you choose to withhold the names of your worst criminals, I'll kill petty criminals or the innocent. I'm holding the whole world hostage, so who's it gonna be? I'm not the evil one here, but all those who oppose me by hiding criminals, you are truly evil. That's exactly how Kira thinks. Kira works alone. He had access to all our classified information. On December 14th, 12 FBI investigators entered Japan.
You're writing on the
Here
table.
we are on December 19th. Using prison inmates, Kira conducts experiments manipulating his victims' actions before they die. In other words, during this window of only 5 days, Kira became aware of the FBI's presence and obviously felt threatened. Because he didn't know any of their names or faces, he was at a disadvantage. He needed to know how much control he had over his victims before he could use it against the 12 agents. And as we all know, on December 27th,
I got a hold of a file which contained all the names and faces of the FBI investigators in Japan, and I succeeded in killing each one of them. It's practically impossible to guess which agent gave the file to Kira, but I have to make sure that no one ever finds out that I came into contact with Ray Penber.
This woman knows.
How come you're not using the death note today? You studying for those entrance exams? Those are the least of my worries. Plus, it's a little late to start now. What you doing? December 19th to December 27th. I've been most active during this period.
This Gray's
during
gonna
this
start
period,
talking.
to the best of our knowledge, at least 23 individuals died of heart attacks. suspect Kira had to be one of the people being investigated by the FBI between the 14th and the 19th of December. In fact, I have no doubt. These are files provided by the FBI, and they contain additional information you might find useful. For obvious reasons, you're not permitted to take these out of this room, but...
Amazing! There might only be 5 of us, but with this much information, we should be able to cover a lot of ground.
We'll split into 2 teams. One team traces the FBI agents, the other looks at the heart attack victims.
Does the fact that you've shown us your face mean that you've lost? By just being here, are you admitting defeat to Kira?
That's right. By showing my face to you now, and by sacrificing the lives of 12 FBI agents, I have lost the battle. But I'm not gonna lose the war.
I'll be fine. I haven't missed anything. The biggest risk I've taken so far was that bus jacking incident. But they'll never be able to connect it with Kira. Fortunately for me, both the police and Elle don't know that Kira can kill people by means other than a heart attack.
You're going to bring these to him.
But Mom, I totally promised my friends that I'd go out with them today.
Why don't I go? I could use a break.
Thanks, Light. I owe you one next time.
Kira can kill in other ways. It doesn't have to be a heart attack.
She figured it out.
Mobile customer you are trying to reach
That's unusual for Dad.
unavailable for voicemail.
I wonder if he's in a meeting right now.
Please, I need to speak directly with someone from the Special Investigation Task Force. It's urgent. Can't you contact them somehow? I have information relating to the Kira investigation.
The Kira investigation?
Bye-bye.
Look, I'll call headquarters one more time for you.
No, she's gonna give her name.
Hi, I'm Detective Suichiro Yagami's son, Light Yagami. I brought my father a change of clothes, but it doesn't look like he's in. Can I leave them here?
Sure. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Light.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What, you don't remember? You helped solve the insurance fraud murder investigation sometime last year. But hey, no one remembers the receptionist, do they?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with faces. I just need to sign my name on this form, right?
So, Light, does this mean you're going to be helping us with the Kira investigation, too?
Sure. If all goes well, maybe I'll find Kira before Elle does.
Find him before Elle does.
As I thought, there's no one at headquarters. You're going to have to trust me on this, man. I'll be sure to give them your message as soon as I see them, I promise.
The public know about Elle?
Yeah, he broadcasted.
Oh, that's right.
My
Yeah,
father is actually
hesitated
in
on that
charge
for a
of
second,
the
too.
investigation. If you'd like, I can pass your message on to him. His cell phone is off at the moment, but I should be able to contact him soon. A number of FBI agents were just killed, and a lot of detectives have quit the case because they're afraid of Kira. So he's pretty busy right now.
Light, it's probably better if you don't discuss this with...
True, but it's practically common knowledge at this point. Besides, I feel like I could trust her. You can almost see it in her eyes. You understand why I can't just give you my father's cell phone number, but I have no problem letting you use my phone to talk to him. You'll have to trust my father and I, which I hope won't be too difficult for you.
Why is he so happy?
Because he's gonna make her touch the
Thank
death
you
note,
so
isn't he?
much.
No,
She walked right into that one, didn't she?
he's just trying to gain her
He's trying to
trust.
see what
I've got to say,
she knows.
you must be pretty brave to be getting involved
Getting
in a
her.
Kira case like
He's
this.
waiting for her.
Oh, not really.
So according to
Waiting
you,
to get her
is Kira
name.
some... we've been talking and I just realized I don't even know your name. My name is Light Yagami. Light's written with the character for moon and Yagami with the characters for night and god. Kinda weird, huh?
My name's Shoko Maki. It's written with the characters for shining. Ko as in child, space, and ki as in tree.
Miss Maki, right?
If my analysis so far is correct, Kira can kill in a number of ways, not just with a heart attack.
She knows? Who is this woman?
I'm almost positive that someone I know may have met Kira.
Met Kira? Wouldn't it be better if your friend spoke to them instead?
It probably would, but he's no longer alive. He was one of the 12 FBI agents who came to Japan to investigate Kira.
An FBI agent who met Kira? Could it be?
You see, he was also my fiancé. While he was working, he got caught up in a bus jacking, and I have reason to believe that he met Kira on that bus. He died, along with the other FBI investigators. The same man had attempted to rob a bank 2 days before he hijacked that bus. Then he dies in an accident, just like that. I mean, really, what are the odds?
She's just spilling all her
I've come to believe
beans.
that Kira set up that bus jacking. It was planned to bring him into contact with my fiance.
Or a good
To
detective.
obtain information regarding the identities
Not
of the
being
other
very
FBI
smart.
agents so he could get rid of them all.
Unless is she messing with him?
Everything but her name is true.
Did she give?
She gave him the name.
Okay, so the bus jacker didn't die of a heart attack.
Well, we don't know though, do we?
Based on that, you're saying Kira has other ways of killing people?
Yes.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I
I thought
think
we'd
that's a
seen
bit
her
of a
name
leap of
somewhere
faith.
before, but
There's no other way of looking at it. If Kira was controlling the hijacker, chances are he killed him too. I think whoever saw his idea that day is responsible for the deaths of all the agents.
Unbelievable. She figured it out. This must be the oversight Light was worried about. If what you're telling me is true, then it'll only be a matter of time before the police catch up with Kira.
So I have
The
to
person your fiancé showed his ID to on the bus that day,
Was me.
it had to be Kira.
That's right.
I wonder if her fiance said, I'm investigating the
kid.
chief's kid.
Close. This woman, if she'd spoken to the police before I met her. But it seems there's a god on my side after all. And not just a god of death.
Bum bum bum.
That poor girl.
So is she gonna die?
I think so.
That's why he brought that notebook paper with him.
everywhere he goes.
Everywhere.
Just in case.
It's like MasterCard. He doesn't leave home without it.
I feel like there's a common theme, just like at the end of every episode, where they lead you down one path
Oh,
and then
switch it up on
switch
you.
it up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see.
Well,
Like
with-
she won't even be anything in the next episode, you mean?
Maybe.
They've done it a couple times on this already.
with the FBI agent, you were like, oh, he's gonna kill him, and then he didn't. Like,
And I was
okay,
like, oh,
cool.
he's not going to.
But then-
Oh, then he did. I'm like,
Yeah.
you evil person.
You just don't know where to go.
Well, we thought he was going to take the deal of taking half his
Yep.
existing life, and
Yeah.
he didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I voted for that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was
think we all
wrong.
did.
Now the only
He said he would
person
negotiate.
in his way is his little friend that he brought on the bus that
Yeah.
day.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, just takes her telling the story about what happened.
Yeah.
That
So, you know, when the whole bus thing happened and the police came, do they know that Light was on the bus? Because Pinbar tried to run before the police got there, right?
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if they know that was one of the 7 people on the bus or whatever.
I don't
they
think so.
have to, right?
Because
Be
they
a,
interview everybody.
be a bus card or something, right? To get on
But
the
they,
bus.
where, didn't they ask a police officer?
They interviewed the bus driver.
And the bus
The
driver.
fiance.
No, it was yeah.
Yeah.
The bus driver didn't recognize.
Yeah. And I want to know, is Light have dark circles under his eyes because he never sleeps and never goes outside? Or does he wear black eyeliner?
Huh.
Like a, what do you call the people that
Goth.
wear black? Goth, yeah.
Emu.
Yeah.
I want to know if Light's grades are gonna start suffering,
I think so.
That's
I
gonna
think
get
and that's
the
gonna be a
entrance
clue.
exam.
because he said he's not like he's said a couple times now that he hasn't studied, and
That's what
Right.
Carrie's concerned about.
I'm
his
worried about
grades.
his grades. I want him to be on the dean's
Kill all the
list.
people he wants.
But he's the number one student.
Don't let your grades
No.
suffer.
No, but I'm saying that's gonna be a red flag.
It would be a red flag, yes.
Because they've made note of him being a number 1 student a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Having this death note and this time that he's putting into that would definitely take away from your studies.
Yeah. I think I'd be a little preoccupied than to study.
But just remember, kids, if you're playing with the Death Note, studies first.
Don't forget to
That's
study.
right.
Education is very important.
Very important.
You'll end up like us.
Yeah.
All right, like and subscribe.
Patreon too.